And good afternoon to the Recipe Box crew. How is everyone doing? I hope your week is off to a great start, and I hope it's fantastic. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Ours is fairly nice here, a little bit cloudy with a little bit of sun, but it's hot and humid. So anyway, it's already getting that time, y'all. The humidity is popping out. So, how's everybody's week been going? We have Shannon in here. Welcome in, Shannon. Yes, Shannon's going to be getting hot weather too. But I wonder if that means we'll have an early winter. Ugh. You got 90s? Let me go check and see what I got. I haven't even been outside yet. I need to go take care of the pool. We're at 87, feels like 94. Lovely, lovely, lovely. But anyway, it is what it is. And I see Bobby. Winter. Bobby is in. Hello, Bobby.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay.
I didn't have my volume up very loud.
Oh, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good.
Good deal. How's the weather up there? Is your temperatures hot?
Not right now. It's I guess supposed to get 78 today, but it's still pretty. It's really nice out, kind of like perfect weather. It's not that
Wow.
warm yet. It's that hot there.
She said she's knocking the 90s, or in the 90s, and I'm knocking on the 90s today. I think
Oh
it's
wow.
87, feels like 94, I think is what it just said.
Oh, that's so hot.
But the humidity is horrific already.
Oh, that's right.
And it's part of living in the South.
I don't like too much heat.
No, I wish it'd stay in the 70s year round. That'd be pretty good.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah. I'd say 70 to 85 with low humidity.
Hi,
And
Shannon.
welcome in, Jesse. How are you? And anyway, what you cooking up for us today?
Today I'm gonna make copycat pin station chocolate chip cookies. I don't know if
Ooh,
y'all have ever had those or not, but they're really good. And they're like square cookies. Like when we first got them, we actually like kind of laughed and we were like, "Why are these cookies square? These look so weird." But they're really good. They're actually really good cookies. So we make those and a copycat caramel macchiato, like from Starbucks or somewhere. My favorite coffee drink, like my go. Not well, maybe not my favorite. I love all kinds of things, but my go-to if I don't know what to get is always a caramel macchiato.
yes. Um, Duncan has one that I'm hung on right now called the Crazy Caramel.
I love Dunkin' too.
Something like
I
that.
still like Dunkin' better than Starbucks.
Yeah, Starbucks. The only thing I really like there is the vanilla bean frappuccino. It's good, but their coffee is like super strong to me.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's probably stronger than Dunkin'.
Duncan is more mellowed out a little bit to me. But anyway, I'm gonna let you get started.
All right, so let's start with the cookies, shall we? So like I said, these are big square cookies. Like they're just square. Like they
Filler
look
cookies.
they're awesome, but they look a little different to most people, and even us. I was like, what in the world? These cookies look so strange when we first started eating at Penn Station, but they're so good. So they really they really just take hang on, I'll find it. They really just take basic ingredients. So sugar, brown sugar, baking or cocoa powder,
Welcome in.
flour,
It's good to see you.
baking, your leavening agents and all that good stuff. Your butter, your sugar, all the really easy, simple, basic ingredients. And I didn't get my chocolate chips out, so let me grab those. I used to use some in the freezer. Well, we may be using chocolate chunks because I thought I had chocolate chips in now that it's disappeared.
Hey,
And I
they'll
thought for
serve
sure.
the purpose.
What is it?
They will serve the purpose.
Hey, don't work. I thought I had for sure had a bag of like nice sugar-free chocolate chips stuck in the freezer and can't find it. So.
Hey, Chuck, welcome in. Her name is Bobby.
Hi. Okay. So it starts like any basic cookie recipe, but y'all, they're so good. Okay, let's see. So in here we're gonna put our butter. So we're gonna do. Where's the butter go? Let's see. I think it's a half cup of butter. Let me pull up my recipe. Here's gonna be exact measurement. But it's really easy ingredients. So you're gonna need butter. You're gonna need cocoa powder, which is kind of the different ingredient than just regular chocolate chip cookies. Flour. I'm just gonna use unbleached all-purpose because I prefer that. You're gonna need your leavening agents, your light brown sugar, and then your eggs and your regular sugar. So. Computer is being slow today.
Yeah, mine's been on the slow side this morning as well. I was trying to upload my video in and it didn't want to do it very fast.
Oh yeah, I know. I think it might be the internet being weird. I'm not sure, but.
Yeah, I just dropped Bobby's link to her channel, Supper at the Family Table.
Yeah.
And so y'all be sure to check her out and subscribe.
Yeah. Okay. I think I got it. Hang on. Well. Yeah. It was on my phone. I forgot it wasn't in my messenger. It's on my phone, and I'm on the phone. So.
Thank you, Tammy.
No.
I appreciate that. Well, welcome back, Chuck.
Well. Hang on just a second. The recipe's on my phone. I'm going to have to go out and come back in for a second.
You're good. Anyway, while we're waiting on her, tell us about your weekend. Tammy, Chuck, Jesse, whoever wants to speak up, Shannon, welcome in to all of y'all. Thank you, Chuck. Is everybody's weather nice and warm yet? Well, Tammy's had a lot of wind. Well, we're getting a lot of humidity and working on some heat. That's awesome, Shannon. Glad you and Roger could relax. Glad that Roger is doing better and getting to get out of the house a little bit. And I'm sure he is enjoying some downtime at home. Probably wishes for different circumstances, but anyway, I'm glad you guys get some time at the house. Here's Bobby.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. It was like on my phone and you forgot that it wasn't also on my computer. So, but we're good now.
Chuck,
Okay.
maybe you get to hand out that autograph one day.
So, we're going to do 2 cups of sugar. So, let me put you all down here in the bowl. 2 cups of sugar, and this is just raw cane sugar that I like to use when we're baking here at home. So, we need 2 cups of that. And then we'll add in our butter and our brown sugar and cream it just like any other cookie recipe. So 2 cups sugar there. Then we're going to need 1 cup of butter. So I'm going to need another stick here. There's 1. And here is 2. There we go. And then we're going to cream this together. I'm sorry, there actually is no brown sugar in this recipe. I got it confused with another recipe I was looking at. So 1 cup butter, 2 cups granulated sugar, and we're going to beat that together in our kitchen back here. You can do this with a stand mixer if you don't have, or with a hand mixer if you don't have a stand mixer, but your stand mixer makes it so much easier. Then we're going to add in 2 eggs, and then we'll add in our salt, our flour, and our cocoa powder. So, salt, flour, cocoa powder, and we'll do our eggs. And this is actually a really weird recipe and doesn't have any leavening in it other than salt. So we're going to see how this is. But let's go ahead and do the eggs.
Well, I personally like flatter cookies rather than thicker cookies, so.
Well, these cookies, when you actually get them at Penn Station, are pretty thick. They're like thick, gooey cookies. So we'll see how this turns out.
Huh. I wonder if they just, since it don't have any leavening in it, I wonder if it's just because they put more batter to make it thick and they don't just spread them out or what?
It might be. Like, I think what they do is I think they put them close together and kind of let them bake into each other instead of, like, spreading out. and that's why they're square. So, we need 2 eggs. There's 1, and we're going to throw that in. So, 2. There we go. Then we'll add in our cocoa powder. 1 cup. There we go. 1 cup cocoa powder. And turn that back on very, very slowly. Because it'll fly all over the kitchen, and trust me, you don't want to clean up that mess. Okay.
I'm going to go with Chuck on the cookie question.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. I don't know what.
Shannon wants to know if we prefer hard or soft and chewy. I'm a mid cookie level.
I like soft and chewy, hands down. You just put on top. No.
Now, if it was brownies, I want the middle piece, and I want it a little bit gooey.
Yeah, I like a good gooey brownie too. And then we're going to do 2 cups of flour into our bowl. One, and then I'm going to beat that in very slowly. And 2, and beat that in very slowly so it's not all over my kitchen. And
Shannon, I want to do about your
salt. I'm sorry, what?
Shannon says she's a soft and chewy good girl. She meant to say cookie.
Oh, oh, I love soft and chewy in a cookie. So good, so good. 1 teaspoon of salt is going to go in here. Mix that in. Yeah, they are kind of good in milk if they're hard, but I still love good chewy cookies.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, what is everybody's favorite cookie?
Oh, I don't know. That's hard. I love. This is even a more recent find, maybe within the last year or so. I've been making brown butter cookies, so like brown butter chocolate chip, and then even more recent recipe in the past maybe 6 months is brown butter pecan. And that brown butter in the cookie just changes the flavor so much. And it is so yummy. I can't get enough there.
Your speaker is crackling like really bad, girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that better?
No.
Now?
No. Oreos with milk. I like peanut butter is going to be my favorite. Yes, macadamia.
Okay, let me try that without the headphones. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Not sure what's going on there.
Much better.
Alright. Now, our cookies are done. But yeah, brown butter and cookies. I don't know, it just does something and it is so good. Have you ever had brown butter cookies?
No, I don't guess I have. I'm a peanut butter cookie girl. That's my favorite.
Oh, what is it?
Peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter is good. Alright, so here's the dough.
Chuck says he's a chocolate chip good boy.
And then for this dough, we're going to scoop it out. We're going to put it on our sheet pan. And then we're just going to put the chocolate chunks on top. That's all we're going to do. That's all we do station is we just put them on the top. So we're going to do it that way, just like it says. Okay, so I'll put it close. Okay, so I'm gonna get my scooper here. And I have a little scoop, and I want these to be big. So I'm gonna do 2 scoops. Just kind of plop it there. And I'm going to put them real close. So I'm just going to give barely a little bit of space in between. And just plop it. They're really misshapen, kind of rough looking cookies, but they're so good. They go on top. Alright, again, real close this way too. After time saving, this will make it 6 here. Do the rest later. And then it says to put them on top. So just kind of put the chocolate chunks. Actually, I think they might be chocolate chunks at Penn Station. I really can't remember. One recipe says chocolate chunks and one says chocolate chips. And it's been a while since I had them, but I'm pretty sure they're chocolate chunks, so this works out perfect anyway.
Hey, it's more chocolate.
More chocolate.
How can you go wrong with that?
Alright, let's see. I really hope these turn out thick and gooey. Lots of good Penn Station cookies. So I'm going to put these in the oven at 375 and watch them. I'm going to start at like 10 minutes. Everybody's oven is different. I'm going to do 10. I think the recipe said about 12. And we'll watch them. And the key is to not over bake them because you want that good gooey middle. That good gooey middle like Penn Station has. So now we are going to work on our caramel macchiato quick. So there's a step to this. So I'm going to start this, and then Sherry, you can share your recipe if you want.
Jesse says he dares you to put your thumbprint on those tops of those cookie bars.
Oh yeah, they're already in the oven. Stick a butter. Okay, so now we're just going to start this real quick, and then we can your recipe, Sherry, while this kind of does its thing. So we're going to make a kind of a caramel sauce or caramel syrup to go into our caramel macchiato. Of course, we gotta have caramel. So we have this. Thank you. And we will get that ready. So what are you making, Sherry?
I'm going to do Chili's Copycat Queso recipe, and then Taco Bell's Quesadilla Sauce Copycat.
Oh, that sounds good. Love, and that would be so good with Mexican food. So what is y'all's favorite coffee drink?
Probably the caramel thing at Dunkin'. Chuck, have a nice day. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for coming.
We'll try not to say nothing too bad about you. Hey, said he's gonna still be listening, so don't talk ill of him. Ah.
So this internet is not working. It's being so slow.
I don't know who that Chuck guy is, Shannon.
Alright, so we're going to do, in this little pan here, we're going to do 1 cup of sugar. I'm actually going to cut mine back a little bit because I don't think it's super sweet. So that was probably 2/3 cup sugar. And then we're going to do 1/4 cup of water. And we'll do some milk. And I'm going to do some of my fresh goat's milk here. It's so excited to have fresh raw milk again. So I'm going to do that in place of the milk. You can do milk heavy cream or whatever. But I'm going to do 1/2 cup of milk, and this is goat's milk. We're going to turn that on, get that simmering. And you just want to bring that to a boil. So, Sherry, if you want to go ahead and do your thing, we'll just kind of let this be boiling here while you share your recipe.
Alrighty. Well, mine, I just video it and play the silent version and talk you through it because my kitchen is not really angled for cooking live. It would take some real effort. Maybe one day I'll try it, but
This way works.
here we go. Chili's Copycat Queso. I threw some olive oil in the skillet. I kind of combined 2 different recipes that I found. And, but I kind of cooked down my onions for just a bit because I don't want to crunch those things.
Me either.
But it was Shannon, and even my hubby liked it, and it was really, really close to what Chili's does as far as taste wise. So I got those cooked up for a minute, and then I think is when I added a pound of Velveeta that I had cubed up. And
Bet that smells good already, which says onions.
yeah, it did. And I like the smell. I just don't like the crunch.
I don't like the crunch either. But
It's
the smell
yeah. So I put a pound of Velveeta, and then I combined these 2 copycat recipes I found. So one called, well, I put a cup of milk in it, but one called for green salsa. So, I mean, you could use it. I don't think it called for any particular, or maybe it did. It called for Hatch, which I didn't use Hatch. I went and bought on the border roasted jalapeno salsa. I think it was a 1/2 cup I threw in there, and I added it. You can also put cayenne in there, which I left that out because I had already put those roasted jalapenos in there, and we're not big spicy people. So it calls for a 15-ounce can of Hormel chili, no beans, and then I put a couple teaspoons of paprika, 3 teaspoons of chili powder, um, half teaspoon of cumin, and this will I'll post the recipe on the video. I won't actually post the video. There'll be sound on it, but I don't put sound on them for here. And anyway, it was super delicious. So we had it that night. That I had fixed the copycat taco tico meat recipe, and we had tacos with it. But I fixed this on the side, and so we had chips and queso as well. And last week, Tim requested, I think it was Tiny Tim, he wanted the Taco Bell sauces to be done. So I did one. I was going to do two others. I didn't make it. Today I'm doing the quesadilla sauce, and it was very delicious. I think it's a half a cup of mayo and half a cup of sour cream. I think it called for pickled jalapenos, and I seen two different recipes, and one was with peppers, one was without. So I kind of went in the middle, and I didn't add as many peppers in it or as much juice as it called for. Because I mean, personally, I don't remember Taco Bell's quesadilla sauce being chunky, so it didn't even call for putting in a NutriBullet or a mixer. I have a NutriBullet, so I used it, but I put it in there because I wanted it creamy. It had garlic powder, um, chili powder, paprika, cayenne, salt, sugar. But anyway, it turned out super delicious. So that's what we're having tonight with some chicken quesadillas and Spanish rice. So that's it.
Alright. That looks delicious, Shay. Both of those look really yummy.
Thank you.
So, perfect timing. My timer literally just went off. And I think that this is done. So, look at those. How yummy. And they are kind of thick, square-like. They are kind of thick and square-like Penn Station. So, I think those are going to be so good. Can't wait to try one here in a minute. So I added some butter in here to my caramel sauce.
Ooh, those look good. Brenda, welcome in. You know what? You could add a scoop of ice cream in the middle of a couple of those. Put some chocolate sauce over it. Sprinkle some nuts on top. Some Cool Whip.
Whoops! Well, I just had a
Just sprung a leak.
I put my pan. Y'all, this is what happens to me in real life, and y'all are just seeing it. But like, I put the pan up there, and apparently it touched the brown sugar bag, which melted it, and then poof. No, y'all, it's fine. I'll be fine. This is just welcome to what happens to me all the time. So anyway, I'm gonna melt the butter in there and add the sugar, and we're gonna make a thick caramely sauce. So if you already have a staple caramel sauce, then by all means go for it. I'm gonna bring this to a bit of oil here. Just taking longer than I wanted to. Can't wait to try one of these. They look so good. They're so hot.
Brenda wants to know what you're making, Bobby.
We are making these right here that we already made. I'm not sure if you were just hopping in or not, but these are copycat Penn Station cookies. So if you've been to Penn Station, they're like real thick, square-like cookies, kind of like these, and they're so good and chewy and gooey and delicious. So we're making those. They're already out of the oven, and I can't wait to taste test them in a moment. And then over here on the stove, we're making copycat Starbucks caramel macchiato. So I'm just kind of making a quick caramel sauce here, real fast, and then we're gonna put it in and make our coffee. Add a little more brown sugar here. Again, if you have a caramel sauce that's your favorite, go for it. I probably would just make my standard caramel, which is just butter or brown sugar, stir it around, let it get melty, add some milk or heavy cream, and then do that. But that is up to you. This one I think was supposed to be more like a caramel syrup as opposed to like the exact caramel texture. It is a glass cooktop, not gas, unfortunately. Alright, just gonna let this kind of come to a boil here. And you can see it's starting to turn that color, which is kind of a caramely color. That's going to give it that flavor. So this is kind of like a cross between a caramel and a simple syrup. This will be so good. I already had my lunch today, and now I get to have this cookie and this caramel macchiato for dessert, and it's going to be
It looks delicious. You're making me want coffee.
I'm a coffee girl. I love me some coffee. Ooh, why aren't you coming to a boil? Because a watched pot never boils, that's why. Starting to get thick. You can see it kind of starting to coat the back of the spatula a little bit. So I'm going to move these to the side, and while I'm letting that finish its thing here, I'm going to get our milk and we'll be ready to go. Move those over. Now we're going to grab another little pot, and we're going to warm some milk. So for this, you are going to need a milk frother. If you don't have one, I believe there's a trick where you can like put it in the microwave in a glass and like do that. I don't really have a microwave, so I'm not sure exactly how that works. But you could probably just Google that trick if you don't have a milk frother. And I'm just gonna pour my milk in and let that get kind of warm. You don't want to scorch it or burn it, but just let it get kind of warm, and then we'll put it in the frother and get it nice and frothy. And this is starting to finally work its magic over here. Have y'all ever made homemade like coffee drinks, lattes, macchiatos at home before?
Yes.
I love it.
My daughter that's one of her favorite things to do.
Yeah, I love it. I love coffee and I love making all the different drinks. I don't usually go through all the making the syrup and stuff, but I'll like do my sweetener, I'll froth up some milk, and make a kind of like a latte, and they're so good. Oh, I do pumpkin spice latte a lot in the fall, and so I'll mix up my pumpkin mixture and put it in, and then froth my milk and do my coffee, and it's really good. really good. So I did not forget about y'all's recipes that you sent in. I'm going to be doing the, I believe it was Virginia that wanted the Cracker Barrel hash brown casserole. So I will do that next week for y'all to see. That is one of my favorite recipes, so I'm excited to try that one, to try to make that one at home because I love the Cracker Barrel hash brown casserole. And these cookies are going to be so good. I can't wait. I'm staring at them over there, and I can't wait.
You're about to go into cookie mode.
Yeah, I can't wait. And then the benefits to making it's finally starting to boil. There we go. Benefits to making the cookies really probably macro wise aren't going to be healthier. Of course, they're still a cookie, but I did make them with raw sugar. You could even probably swap that out for coconut sugar if I was really messing around with the recipe and trying not to make them an exact copycat. And I'll use my all-purpose unbleached flour, so I have less chemicals and stuff. But then the coffee is where it's really going to get you, so you can really adjust your sweetness, and you don't have to have all of the sugar that Starbucks coffee has. So Starbucks is so much sugar, and you can adjust this how much sweetener you use to your preference and really cut down on that. Oh, look at that. Look how good that looks. Look how good that looks. That looks amazing. All right.
Brenda wants to know if you know how to make the chicken and dumplings from Cracker Barrel.
I have never tried that. I don't
I
picture
haven't
out
either.
that
I like to eat them.
but I could try.
Shannon is going to make, she wanted the green sauce from the Jalapeno Tree, which is a Mexican restaurant that's kind of, it's more local to her than to me, but I mean, that's where we usually eat when we meet. And then Evelyn wanted a green sauce from, was it Casa Ole? So since Bobby or I really neither one have a taste for green sauce, we don't know what it's supposed to taste like.
I would be helpless in making that.
So Shannon does, and she likes it. So she's gonna make the video on it, and she'll either come on as a guest on here and showcase it this month, or we'll drop a link to it, or she's gonna post. I mean, regardless, be looking for it on her channel. We're not sure where you'll see it first.
I want to try it now because y'all have me curious as to what it tastes like.
And it may not, I said this month, it may not be this month, but I mean, we're in the near future. She's got a lot going on with Roger recuperating right now. But anyway, we'll look out for that video at some point on her channel.
Awesome.
And she will get it out for you.
Well, hang on okay. There you go. I almost couldn't find my milk frother for a second.
I know she's making me hungry and thirsty and everything else.
Everything. You have to go and make yourself some coffee after this.
No.
Alright, so I'm just going to pour. I don't have a fancy electric one. A lot of people like those. I just have a little, I think it even came with like one of our coffee pots or something, but it's just a little Ninja Easy frother.
French press?
It's not milk frother. It looks like a French press, but you just hand it. So you just pump it.
Oh, you're making your own.
You can't pump it anymore because you'll start to feel the air and it'll push back and it won't let you pump anymore.
Kayla would fall in love with that.
But you can get the electric ones. I've seen them. You can literally just pour it in and like push a button. Never used them, but.
Have you seen the new Ninja? I seen them yesterday or day before at Walmart. the new Ninja. I guess it's some kind of ice cream maker.
Oh, I think I've heard of that. Yeah, those look cool. Look at this, guys. It's starting to thicken now. Look at that. That looks so good. And you can just keep this. Of course, I'm not going to use all of this in one macchiato or even two, but you could just keep it in a jar, like in the fridge, and whenever you want a good homemade coffee at home, you can just whip it out. Now, of course,
Welcome in, David.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was welcoming David in.
Oh, most of us don't have espresso machines at home, of course. You know I don't. So, I'm going to do just some freshly brewed coffee. You can brew it stronger if you like it stronger. Yeah, I don't really worry about it being stronger. I just kind of make it good coffee like I normally would and do that. You would probably like it that way too, Sherry, if you like something opposed to Starbucks. And then I'm going to add in some sweetener here. And that is really up to you on how much, like I said, you can adjust your sweetness level that you need. And then I'm going to pour slowly so I don't mess my froth here. Kind of at an angle like this. Oh, look at that. Look at that froth right there. That looks so good.
That looks amazing.
I cannot wait. I love that good froth on top of a nice cup of coffee. And you can do cinnamon. If I'm doing a latte, I'll sprinkle cinnamon on top. I'm not sure if they really do that on a caramel macchiato or not. Oh, yeah. You need a cup, Shannon. Alright, I'm going to try this cookie here. Oh, look at that. I can already tell it's going to be good. It started to set up a little bit, but it's still gooey. Look at that. And soft and chewy, Shannon. Alright. Oh, wow.
It looks good.
That is so good. That's so soft and chewy and gooey, like the...
You know what else would probably be good in that? Is
What?
some peanut butter chips.
That would be really good. Peanut butter and chocolate are amazing together.
Yes. Those are thick, almost like a brownie thickness.
They are, but that is like that's the texture of a Penn Station cookie. If you've ever have you ever had them? I think I asked you that already.
No, I haven't.
They're real thick,
Awesome.
kind of chewy and delicious. So they're really great. I'm gonna try this. Oh yeah, that really you can taste the caramel macchiato flavor. The cream is really good. The froth on top, I mean. And then you can use whatever your favorite coffee blend is. So good. That's really good. So yummy. You gotta try these recipes. If you like a good caramel macchiato, make your own at home. If you like Penn Station cookies, try that recipe.
Yeah. It looks delicious.
So good.
But anyway, I think that's all I have. If y'all got anything y'all want to see us make this month, any favorite dish from a restaurant? I know I've still got to do the hot and mild sauce from Taco Bell and the Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Yep, and I'm still gonna do the Cracker Barrel hash brown casserole and the KFC spice that some of y'all want to see.
So y'all drop us a comment if there's something you'd like to see, so we can get it whipped up.
Let us know. I'd love to hear what y'all want to. Yes, KFC, David. That one's on my list. I'm gonna do that one. I couldn't do it this week, but hopefully either next week or the week after. And then I'll also do the Cracker Barrel hash brown casserole one of those weeks.
Green chili. I can't say that word. Rihanna's. Is that what it is? Rihanna's.
Papa used to get them all the time at like the Mexican restaurant. They're like peppers, right? I think they have like the cheese and stuff on top. Is that what you're talking about?
I think.
Those are good.
Aren't they kind of stuffed? Kind of, sort of?
Yeah, they have stuff in them and then on top.
They put the cheese sauce or
Yeah.
the shredded cheese. Cheese biscuits from Red Lobster.
Oh, those are so good.
All right, I'm going to write those two down,
Barry has a recipe for those already.
and we will try to get.
Sometimes, David, but I have to help too.
We'll try to get them.
More of a mess than I do now, but today looks like I went back to my old ways. But I blame that on the hot pan that melted the brown sugar bag.
All right, we'll add those two recipes to our list for this month. See what we can come up with. But thanks to all the mods, or Shannon for modding, and thanks to everyone that came in
Yeah, thank y'all so much.
and participated and put up with us and listened. And
Yeah, thank y'all for putting up on that.
thanks, Bobby, for making us drool. And we will see you guys next week.
All right, yeah. Hope y'all have a great day and come back next week. I'm excited.
All right, we'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.